Hello, welcome back into our craft cave. Not now, we're crafting. And guess what? I just spent a half an hour filming a video without pressing record. So, what a great start. I stopped the, I don't know, I pushed start when I meant to stop, and I pushed stop when I meant to start, and anyways, basically recorded a whole bunch of nothing. So you missed seeing me go through all of my beautiful magazine images to find the exact right thing for our next page. You missed me showing you what I've already been doing in our journal. And oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. Let's start over. So, okay, here's our journal. It's just, what a waste. What a waste. It was good too. It was really good. And well, okay, so here's what we did yesterday. And I had just added a quote in here that I liked. I thought it was a good start to the journal. So it says, "We are all so busy chasing the extraordinary that we forget to stop and be grateful for the ordinary." Okay, and then there's our tag. And the words "pull me." And I just added a tab like that. And there's our flip side. And one thing I did off camera yesterday was I just added this little linen piece of embroidery to one of our envelopes. So I showed you all that, and then I had pulled this out because it is actually supposed to go in here. And this is what I was looking for an image for. And so I went through a whole stack and we whittled it down to about 8 magazine images. And then we whittled that down to 2. So I have a nice quote here and I have this picture. And I said, I'm going to show you how it turns out. I'm going to, between these two, you don't know which one I chose, and I'm going to come right back and show you how it turns out. And then when I pushed the stop button, I started recording. So it's just like, no. Okay, so I basically have trimmed it down to these two. Which one are we going to use to cover this image? So what do you guys think? There's that. I'm going to use this as kind of a hinge so that this can be writing space. So it would be like that or like that. Okay, well now I'm going to pause it and figure it out, and I'll come back and show you. I believe I have stopped this video now. So maybe you're saying to yourself, why are you like working on this like this? Like why is it not bound in and put together yet? Well, that's just how I like to make my journals, because I find it very hard to work on pages when they're in the journal already. I like to pull things out and really get them, you know, focused on. Like, that's just how I do it. So I'm gonna do that, glue that onto there, and we can always add something to this after, but for now this will just be our hinge. And yeah, let's do that first. I need some glue paper. Oh, here it is, glue stick hiding. Really like this glue stick. I gotta figure out where it comes from. Something tells me it's like a Stampin' Up or something, but it's really good. Like, it's nice and sticky, and it gives you a little wiggle time, and it's also, yeah, it's just not gooey. It seems like a really good, where did my card go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, geez. Oh. This is why I pause the camera when I do things, because if I show you the actual process, it's usually me messing around and making a mess and having things go wrong. Okay, so that's good. I like that. Now, that's good, good, good. And then that's gonna go on top of that. So we need to put an image in here. And I've lost it. I've completely lost it. So, is that big enough to fit? Yes, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut out this window. Seems to be about the right size. Cutting it a little bigger, hopefully, than what we need. So I have some wiggle room. Okay. Now let's see. This is the tricky part for me. Figuring out what size, how big. So kind of want it to be really nice if it covered the words when it's closed. That is very, very close. So what if we tried the flower instead? I think that might work. Just gonna chop it there. Ah, darn. I was really hoping that wouldn't show up there. If we folded it there, then we have this bottom. We need to put something down there. Okay, let's get out our chompy chomper. And I think I'm just gonna trim right where that, take off that green bubble, word bubble. I don't want that. So that leaves it like that. Might have to trim down there. See, I can't do a junky junk journal. I'm making this too squared up and too pretty and do you see? I can't do it. I've tried. I start out great, you know, using all the junk, and then I end up doing this with my chompy chomper and my, you know, making everything square and pretty. I just can't make a junky junk journal, no matter how hard I try. Oh, actually, that's pretty great right there. Do we need anything around it? I don't think so. I think the white looks just fine. All right, let's just glue that in there. Help me, I'm too much of a perfectionist. My name is Not Now I'm Crafting, and I'm a perfectionist. I can't just do junk. I mean, I watch Lynn at A Bit of Birdsong. I love Lynn at A Bit of Birdsong. I don't know why I love her so much. I mean, I love her voice. She has such a sweet accent and such a soothing voice. And then her journals are completely not my style at all. Not at all. And I've tried, you know, I'm like, okay, let's try and make a journal like Lynn does. Let's just slap things down, slap paint on wherever, drips all over. If it runs on other pages, who cares? Doesn't matter. Lynn wouldn't care. She considers that just part of the journal, you know, torn things and ripped things, and she collects, you know, she sees a rusty washer on the floor in a store or somewhere, or parking lot, she'll pick it up, she'll put it on her journal. Like, So cool. I can't do that. I've tried, I just can't even do that. Okay, there we go. That's really quite nice. Well, darn, wasn't that easy? So now we have these two cards that belong in here somewhere. Okay, this big one goes in here. It says, thinking of you. Well, I don't think I want, I mean, it's the perfect size, but I think we're gonna cover it. I don't think this really goes with our journal. And this one goes, where does that one go? Where did I pull that from? Might have to go back and watch my journal or video again. Oh, it goes in there, okay. So we need to cover that and that. See, Lynn would just leave it. She'd just leave it like that. She wouldn't even, she might paint on it or, I don't know. I don't know. Well, guess what? I'm not Lynn. I'm not now, I'm crafting. And I just can't be, like, I can't copy someone. I've tried, it doesn't work. So I'm just doing, I'm doing it my way. So we have this chandelier. Yeah, no. Who wants a chandelier in their journal? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. But I still do like this quote. Can we make it fit? Sort of think we can. I just have to figure out where the edge of the card is. Yeah. I don't know. So there's my little line right there. Kind of right about there. Of course, I have not got a straight line up there, so maybe I should do that first before I line up with that. Do I have a straight line anywhere that I can use? Not really. There's my little mark. Just kind of winging it. Maybe that's as close as I can get to Lynn. Just winging it. Let's see how straight we made that. Oh, she not straight at all. Okay. Not sure I even like that. But if I cut the gray off, I feel like it's gonna see some of that in the background. Well, let's just do it. Let's just see what it's like without that border on there. And then we can decide if that's what we want. We'll at least have our quote squared up, ready to go for somewhere. Okay. Get rid of that junk. Yeah, see, I don't like that. You can't even see it. It's not showing up. So we're going to cover this with, we could do that. That might be just a little too crinkly to go inside an envelope. That's all I'm worried about. What else have I got here? I have this. Would that make too thick of a cardboard? That's nice. I can see I've got glue on there. I wonder if that'll wipe off. Where There's that. Oh yeah, it's coming off. Sort of, kind of. Okay, first we will make this fit this. It's gonna be close. Hope I'm not getting any of that white bottom. I don't think I am. Okay. Great. Great. All right, thinking of you, you're going. Bye-bye. This was like a pre-made, it was in a package of pre-made postcards. And I don't know, they were getting tossed, so I rescue things. I thought the shape was great, perfect size for a postcard. And you know I love to send mail to people, so I snagged them in hopes that I could reuse them into making some postcards for people. Okay, so it's gotta go right there. It's the only place that it'll fit. I don't mind the back. I think the back's okay. Pink like that. Now, can she cut? Can she cut it without wrecking it? You'd think it'd be thick enough I could follow the line of it, but that is not a guarantee in my world. So let's chat a bit. I have a pet peeve I want to tell you about. I need to get it off my chest while we're doing this. I haven't complained in a while, so permit me, if you will. So, you know I watch quite a bit of YouTube. I find it inspiring. See what other people are working on. And anyways, I'm getting all these AI videos, all these AI commercials. Oprah in her pink salt diet thing. I know that's not Oprah. I know that's not really her. Because we all know Oprah used Ozempic. Remember? So don't tell me she's using the pink salt method to lose weight. That's baloney. So AI can just take off. I'm so sick of it. So, and some of them are very well done. Some of them you actually think, what? Is that really Oprah? No, it's not. It's not really Oprah. But I feel like this is too plain. What if we stamped around it? And then my second peeve, and this one really drives me nuts. I've seen it happen on a few other videos. Not on crafting videos, but on political video stuff. Just let me go grab my stamps. And so anyways, one of the hosts is talking about, I don't know, Epstein or Trump or Meghan Markle or somebody. I don't know. One of those figures they're all talking about. And he says, there's no there there. I'm like, there's no there there? As in, I think it means there's nothing to see here kind of thing. There's no there there. One time he even said, there's no there there. I was like, what the heck? There's no there there? Is that the way we talk now? There's no there there. It just drove me crazy. I wanted to write in the comments, dude, like, I get what you're saying, but it sounds ridiculous. Okay. Oh my gosh. Do you agree with me? I mean, what has happened to the English language? There's no there. I don't know. We could try this. This is that stamp I got from the thrift store. So it's supposed to kind of look like that. Is that too busy? Would that be too much? Or this way. We could do that. That would be kind of cool. Well, you know me, I'm so brave. I'm just gonna go for it. Find my ink pad. Yeah, I could totally do a different color. I have green, I have pink. I mean, there's black, of course. What else have I got? Oh, I have red. No, I don't want red. That would be a little too much. I have all these little tiny ones, but they might be really hard to make a stamp. I'm sort of thinking the pink or the green. Well, you know what? We have our scrap paper there, so let's just play a bit and see. Oh, that's not the stamp. I was about to ink that. Let's just try. Just trying to load the stamp up here. Oh, I don't even need to load it. I just need those little edges. Okay. It's kind of really dark green, which would look almost like the gray. Okay, let's try the pink. We'll go down to this side. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the pink. I think so. Now, this is all before I'm gluing it onto my card. So here we go. I hope I don't ruin my stamp, or my quote, I mean. So it'll just be a little bit like that. That's okay. Ugh, yikes. Don't touch anything when you're done, girl, because you are a mess. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay, that's kind of fun. Yeah, that's all right. It's different, right? Gotta try different things. I feel like I got crooked there. Maybe not. Okay. Just a little more. Just a little more and this torture is done. You can move on to a different video. Okay, there we go. Now, see how I went way in on that one? That's because I'm gonna cut it off. Where's my lid? Okay, now, hang on. Two shakes. I have to clean my cloth is so dry. Let's see, I'll dip it in my painty water. See if I can get this ink on. Wow, that is really strong ink. It looks like, ugh. Looks like I touched something bad. Like that time very recently I was kneeling in the garden doing some weeding. Didn't realize my daughter's dog had left me a present, and I knelt right in it, all over my leg. Oh, stink! It was horrible. It was traumatic. I still have PTSD from that. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not, that obviously isn't coming off. See, nothing. Okay. So, oh, I should use that to clean my stamp before I go. Let's just wipe. Give it a little clean so it's ready for the next day, the next time we use it. Okay, cool. Get rid of that. Now, where's the quote? Yeah, see, I need to trim that so that it kind of looks like the other edges, just the tip of it peeking over. Oh, put it near the blade, that might help. It's so weird. I just had a memory. I dreamt of John Ritter last night. How weird is that? Why would I dream of John Ritter? Yes, dead celebrities visit me in my dreams. I love John Ritter. He was great. Very talented. Okay, so there. Hey, that looks not so shabby. And then that will slide in our pocket. So let's glue this down. Where'd that glue paper go? Oh, here it is. Where? What? Where? When? Huh? Okay. And that's just going to be another writing card. Or if you don't even like this quote, you can cover it right up. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to cover these pages and make my journal look presentable. Okay. Can we put this down sort of somewhat centered? Usually I don't. Usually it's off center. But that looks pretty good. My one regret is that I didn't curl around my corners, but that's okay. So there, we have made our hinge. We decorated this page, and this card's gonna go in here like that. Oh, hey, that looks really good. I like it. Now we need to cover this, but I think that'll be another day because it's starting to get, this video's starting to get really long. So pull out the journal. Let's find the spot it belongs in. Yeah, once it's all in, it's gonna make sense. Make it make sense. That's another saying I think is overused. Another one that's getting on my nerves is, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. No, it hasn't. I just don't like that saying. It's been a minute. That's a way of saying it's been a long time, which doesn't make sense. And then there's our little hingy flap. You can write there. Put a picture there if you want to cover that. There. Okay, so that looks really good. And then if you flipped all the way to the back side, we still have to cover this, but we have our card in there. So that's great. We're getting there. We're making progress. It's slow, I know, but that's how I go. On with the show. Oh, I like rhyming. Okay, I'm getting too weird now. I have to sign off. Okay, guys, hopefully this video recorded. Says we've been talking for 26 minutes, so that's long enough. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and come and craft with me again soon, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.